Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I am Nur Ladatul Suhamidi Azmi, your host for Eco News. Today we are delving into a pressing issue that affects our daily life: vegetable price set to soar during monsoon season. We have invited a panel of experts to share their insight and perspective. Joining us today are Ms. Maya, Mr. Azim, Ms. Aina, Ms. Najma and Ms. Mariam, esteemed expert in economy and agriculture. Each brings a unique viewpoint that will help us better understanding the intricacies of this situation. Without further ado, let's turn our attention to our first panelist, Ms. Maya, to discuss this matter.
Hi, my name is Maya and I will talk about introduction. The article was written by note which has said that the vegetables prices are set to soar during monsoon season, such as the price of tomato was between RM6 ringgit to RM6 ringgit 50 cent. In September 2023, it was RM3 ringgit per kilogram, where now it has doubled. This means Malaysia has experienced a huge increase in the price of vegetables. Additionally, this phenomenon occurs the Malaysian and in most areas of the West Coast and inland regions of Peninsula, Western Sabah and the western and settled part of Sarawak. This phenomenon also causes weather conditions like thunderstorms, heavy rain and storm winds. It also causes flash floods that make the vegetable like tomato and spinach become disrupted. As the monsoon transition is expected to persist until November, the reported shifts like the challenges faced by farmers, traders and consumers alike, revealing potential implications of the supply and prices of the essential vegetable. This introduction set the stage for a deeply exploration of the factors carbureting the price of valuations and response and traders to the evolving situation.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Azim and I'm going to talk to you all about the summary of the microeconomics issue. So, the study of resources allocation and utilization by people and organizations is known as microeconomics. It investigates how their cooperation affected supply and demand. Assuming a perfect market, microeconomics theory emphasized the relationship between buyers and sellers and suggested that unilateral prices setting will not succeed. The relationship between the quantity that producers are willing to sell and the pricing at which customers are willing to buy is demonstrated in the summary. Price and the quantity are most important metrics for assessing produce and exchange item in a market economy. Customers' willingness to pay a specific price and firms' desire to make a profit, possibility by producing more at a higher price, are covered by the fundamental ideas of supply and demand. Okay, that's all from me. Bye!
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Siti Nurfadila Aina. I'm going to explain the demand part. In an economy, people demand goods and services to fulfill all of their needs. Demand is defined as the ability and the willingness to buy goods and services at a certain price level, place and time range. Ceteris paribus, which is the other things being unchanged or constant. The relationship between the price, goods of service and the quantity of demand are negative. Put more simply, the higher the price, the lower the demand. Next, the demand for product is influenced by many factors. Here are some determinants of demand will affect whether the demand curve shift leftward or rightward. First of all, price factor, which is price of vegetable. The graph shows change in quantity demanded occurs along the same demand curve. Specifically, there is only movement along the demand curve. The change in quantity demanded is caused by a change in the price of the good itself. Ceteris paribus. Based on diagram 2, when price increases PO to P1, the quantity demanded will fall from QO to Q1 units. Consequently, the decrease in the quantity demanded is known as contraction in demand. Next, non-price factors, which is consumer preferences. From the diagram 3, change in demand causes the entire demand curve to take a leftward shift of the demand curve. The original price of the vegetable, tomato, is PO and the original quantity demanded is QO. If the price of the vegetable tomato remains unchanged, the demand will decrease from QO to Q1. The factor influencing the shift of the demand curve to the left is consumers' preferences. For example, certain vegetable may be popular during specific season and a decline in demand could be natural during off-season. Other than that, non-price factors, which is factor of the economy, a recession can result in decreased consumer spending. As an example, when people have less disposable income, they may cut back on non-essential expenses, including purchasing fresh produce like vegetables.
Supply is the ability and willingness to sell or produce a particular product and services in a given period of time at a particular price. Ceteris paribus. It means all the other things being unchanged or constant. The relationship between the price and the quantity supply of goods and services are positive. That means when the price increase, the quantity supply will also increase, and vice versa. From the price factor, price of vegetables, the graph shows change in the quantity supply is shown by a movement along the same supply curve. The change in quantity supply is caused by the change in the price of the good itself. Ceteris paribus. Based on the diagram 4, the graph shows if the price of the vegetable, tomato, increased from PO to P2, the quantity supply also increased from QO to Q2 units. This increase in quantity supply is known as expansion in supply. From the non-price factor, the first factor is price of related goods, substitute goods. From diagram 5, changes in supply cause the entire supply curve to change the leftward shift of the supply curve because the supply of goods will decrease if there is an increase in the price of the substitute goods. If the price of vegetable, which is tomato, increase, people will tend to buy other vegetables like cucumber. The graph shows the supply curve shift leftward from SO to S1 and the price remains at PO. But the quantity supply of vegetable, tomato, has decreased from QO to Q1. For the second factor, which is cost of production, if there is an increase in wages, the cost of production will increase. The profit of supplier will decrease, thus reducing the supply of goods and shifting the entire supply curve leftward. As example, if the farmer hires more employees, the farmer need to spend more, so the farmer able to pay salary to their employees, and this will cause an increase in production cost.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Mariam binti Razani and my market number is 2023478722. Today I will explain about market equilibrium. What is market equilibrium? Market equilibrium is the circumstance in which the amount requested and the quantity provided are equal. Once market equilibrium is attained, there is no tendency for price and quantity fluctuate. In other words, market equilibrium occurs when buyers are eager to acquire products and services and sellers are also willing to sell them. In brief, market equilibrium is a point of stability since the equilibrium price and quantity have already been established and have no tendency to fluctuate. Okay, now I will explain to you guys about shortage. What is shortage? Shortage is occurs when the amount required exceeds the amount supplied. This problem developed because the price is lower than the equilibrium price. For example, when priced at 2 ringgit, the amount sold in 10 units while the number given is just 6 units. As a result, there is a 4 unit shortfall. For example, I give to you 6 minus 10 equal to negative 4 units. When the price is not in equilibrium price, force will work to bring it closer to the equilibrium level. Specifically, there will be an upward push on the price to reach toward the equilibrium price. Next, I will explain about effect on buyers. They have 3 effects on buyers. Number 1 is a reduced purchasing power. As the price of tomatoes increase, buyers may find that their budget for purchasing tomatoes is stretched. They may need to allocate a larger portion of their income to buy the same quantity of tomatoes, which can result in a decrease in their purchasing power. Second is the change in usage pattern. The higher tomato prices may lead buyers to adjust their consumption pattern. They may choose to buy fewer tomatoes or look for cheaper alternatives. This can impact their meal planning and dietary choice as tomatoes are a common ingredient in many dishes. Lastly, effect on buyers is increased financial strain. For example, I give to you, the increase in tomato price can put additional financial strain on buyers, especially those with a lower income. They may need to make trade-off and cut back on other expenses to accommodate the higher cost of tomatoes. Then I will explain about effect on seller. They have 3 effects on seller, which is increased revenue and profitability, a motivation to boost output, and vendor face difficulty satisfying demand. First, I will explain about increased revenue and profitability. The rise in tomato price may benefit seller by increasing revenue and potentially seller hope to profit more from their sale as each unit of tomato sell at a higher price. Next, I will explain about a motivation to boost output. Increased pricing may encourage merchants such as farmers to grow and distribute more tomatoes. The prospect of increasing earnings encourage them to raise output, which can help fulfill market demand. Last but not least, I will explain about vendors face difficulty satisfying demand. For example, if the price rises as a result of shortage or adverse weather condition, vendors may struggle to fulfill growing demand. They may need to discover solutions to overcome these challenges, such as investing in technology or sourcing tomatoes from other areas. That's all from me. Thank you.
For the conclusion, the impact of the monsoon production phase on vegetable face rising concern about potential price increase in the upcoming months. The vulnerability of the agricultural sector to weather peaks underscore the needs of effective reduction strategy and supportable farmer practice to minimize the economic impact of both farmers and consumers. Additionally, the proactive measure in supply chains management and marketing policy might address potential to have a move in vegetable price and ensure food security during this challenging period.
A big thank you to our panelists for their expertise and thoughtful contribution as we wrap up our insightful discussion on the impact of weather uncertainty on vegetable prices in Malaysia. It's evident that proactive measures are crucial to address this issue. Here are some recommended efforts that responsible parties, particularly the government, can take to prevent a recurrence of such a challenge. First of all, strengthen price control and monitoring. The government should conduct meticulous monitoring of price control, marketing, and distribution of vegetables. This proactive approach can help prevent sudden price increase by implementing measures like price stabilization, offering incentives to farmers, and enhance infrastructure to tackle challenge effectively. Set financial support and subsidies. Provide financial support and subsidies for basic goods and vegetables, especially for farmers. This includes offering subsidies for fertilizer and agricultural equipment to optimize vegetable production during unpredictable season, like the monsoon, which may increase vegetable price. Next, investment in research and technology. Encourage government investment in research and technology development to introduce resilient plant species with short harvest period. This would increase crop production even in extreme weather conditions, enabling farmers to strategically choose crop for specific season. In addition, improve weather forecasting. Enhance weather forecasting capabilities to provide accurate information about future weather conditions. Establishing an early warning system can help notify the general public, especially farmers, about potential weather change, enabling better preparedness and preventive measures. Finally, innovative farming practice. Encourage farmers to adopt innovative farming practice such as the hanging fertigation method or hydroponic cultivation. This method not only reduces the risk of soil pollution during heavy rain but also enhances crop resilience. Such practice have proven to yield double profit for farmers during the monsoon season. By implementing this recommendation promptly, we can ensure market stability, mitigate the impact of adverse weather, and prevent fluctuation in vegetable price. It's crucial for all stakeholders to work together in creating a sustainable and resilient agriculture system for the benefit of our nation. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more updates on Eco News. I am Natasha, signing off, and have a great day.